violence has become so dominant in our civilization. And we never talk much about it. How did it become so dominant? Why do we accept violence so easily?
That's because we haven't been at this very long. We've been at war making a long time, and we've done it extremely well. We have killed millions and millions and millions of people, and we have great discourse from the time of Sun Tzu, who was a great Chinese writer who wrote discourse on war making in 1500 BC, or maybe even earlier. And that's been revised and updated by the Chinese and by other people. So here we have all the sophisticated discourse about war making.
Violence, fabrication, cutting, destroying. This is the very essence of our civilization. This is what we do all of the time.
What about peacemaking? Well, it's possible to say that we haven't been thinking about peacemaking really until the last 2 centuries. The word nonviolence in English has only been around since about 1920. So we're talking about discourse that we're almost inventing as we go along.
You know, I have learned early in life that if you don't teach peace, somebody is teaching violence.
As much as you hate to hear that, you got to worry about where did those kids get that? How did it get into their heads? It's not their idea. Parents, school, media, society.
In fact, there are so many teachers of violence than teachers of peace. We need to train more peace advocates and get out there and teach peace. Because by so doing that, we are enhancing our democracy. We are enhancing our education, our well-being, our social well-being.
As I mentioned the other day, a couple of days ago, we had this discussion on September 11th, and several students who participated said, but of course we had to do something. We had to bomb somebody after September 11th, right? It was just the question of what country to bomb. I mean, just listen to the language, as Mike says. We had to bomb somebody?
For an example, I come from Africa. Let me take you back. I've been to DRC, Congo. You remember the conflict between the Hutus and the Tutsis. When I went there, I've learned early in life that people who grew up in violence situation through guns and wars, they only know one way to do things, through violence and gun and wars.
Whether it's like a war on a bigger scale or a smaller fight between 2 friends, nonviolence can help solve those conflicts, whether it's really big or small.
Tip O'Neill once made the famous statement that all politics is local. Well, all violence is local, because the victims of violence are all people.
And the reason that I'm so happy that we are here today and that you're here today is that I hope that the children we teach and our own children don't have to learn about a peace in the same way in which the children in former Yugoslavia had to learn. I hope that we can teach our children, the children that are in our hands, that are in our classrooms, about war and peace before they have to experience all the horror of war, all the destruction, mental and physical and spiritual and moral that happen in that country. That's why I'm so proud and so happy to be here.